YouTube channels.
And what's going on, everyone? It's Miss Cookie, and we are here with a special edition of Real Talk Live 420 Legal. You already know it's New York legal time with the marijuana. So we got a lot to talk about. And of course, who else other than my DJ to come and sit with me? My DJ Red. What up?
Salute, everybody. Salute. Happy 420.
Happy 420. As you can see, we got it set up, of course. But before that, of course, we have to give a moment for DMX. So rest in peace to our brother DMX. You know, it was very, very tragic this whole week. We've been losing a lot of our soldiers. But first and foremost, we have to say rest in peace to the dog, Darkman X. We love you forever. Rough Riders. You know. So, what's up, Red?
Can't call it. Enjoying this 420.
I see you ready.
Beautiful day today. Yeah, shout out my guy 420 somewhere.
420 somewhere. Where'd you get that one at? Your boys?
One of the parties that I DJ'd. One of the little weed events I DJ'd. Came across. The guy had some fire products.
I'm definitely feeling that.
Haven't seen him in a minute. Salute to you.
How super cool it is that we could talk about that now, you know? I love it. I just feel it's a little different with everything going on. But here in New York, it's April 20th, 2021. We are going through pandemics. We're going through losses. We're going through a lot of hard times. And I feel like tonight, instead of only making it so serious about, you know, the negatives and we're going to do a little bit of both. We're going to do pros. We're going to do a little bit of cons. And as you see, we're going to have some flashbacks and current of illegal and legal times of marijuana. It feels different today. It really does. Like talking about it, talking to everybody about it.
So I'm going to tell you, I was out this weekend and it still feels not right. Sometimes.
Like what? Like how?
Like I'm doing something wrong.
Serious?
Yeah. I got to come to grips with
the reality.
Like, this is it. These are the times. And the times are changing. And it's like, I feel like people who used to smoke weed used to get looked down upon.
Yeah.
You know, look, it was frowned upon. Like,
I think it's still going to be. I don't feel like it's like, and it's funny you said that because I feel this way. I mean, what can they do? But the point is sometimes you don't want to make anyone else feel uncomfortable. At least, you know, I know how you are. You're like,
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know.
Listen, I feel bad because now it's like, all right, I got this guy chain smoking cigarettes next to me. Why can't I smoke a blunt right here? Oh, why? Because there's kids?
Well, now you can. And the point is yeah, because there's kids. I mean.
So it's a slippery slope. You know, I want to do the right thing and not smoke because I feel like it's wrong still. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm old school in my ways, but society is changing. Yeah. And maybe I'm stuck in the past.
No, I mean, I agree with you, especially when it comes to cigarettes. And I used to smoke cigarettes and I stopped. And I'd rather smoke cannabis than, and he's going to start to bless you, but smoke cannabis before anything. Cigarettes really have killed so many people. And have caused cancer and many other diseases. And they also hurt the way you look. You know, your face, the way you smell. It's such a bad thing. How do you feel the difference between cigarettes and weed affected you?
So I used to be a cigarette smoker also.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you how I quit. Honest story. I was leaving the doctor's office one day, and I jumped in an elevator. And the girl that jumped in the elevator was off the hook. Not gonna lie, she was very good. Real talk. Good looking. But she smelled like a dirty ashtray. And I was like, is that what I smell like?
Yeah.
So I walked outside, gave my boy my pack of cigarettes. Never smoked a Newport.
You're kidding me.
Never smoked a Newport again.
That's how it was?
That's how it went down. I only smoked.
Shout out to that girl that didn't even know she changed your life.
Shout out to you, stinky hot chick. You know what I'm saying?
In the elevator?
Yeah, that's
wow. How long ago was this?
I was probably like 24, 25.
Look at that. So That was like about 50 years ago. Or
Stop
something
it. See, now I got to throw the age around.
I ain't no one to talk.
All right, listen, I waited 45 years to do this legally, okay?
Yeah. Well, you didn't come out wanting to smoke it, but yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah, you
I think I might have.
It's in your DNA. Listen, I feel, to me personally, it's more therapeutic. It has helped me more than medication that has been given to me throughout the years, for whether it was depression or chronic back pain, or, when I had the accident. So to me, I don't sit there and say, it works for everybody, but with anything that we have or use, it's with, moderation, and, be cautious and be careful and be responsible. But it's funny, you said that before with the whole, you still feel that way, because even I'm outside and I'm like, I'm not, even a cigarette I would have never smoked in front of a kid. I don't like doing that. So why would I want to smoke marijuana in front of them? I'm just. But
it's like, you can do it though.
You can.
So it's like, all right, so here's the way I feel now. Are these younger kids gonna feel the same way we do? Our little older generation, like, we kind of care. Like, are these younger kids gonna say they don't give a fuck and be smoking anywhere? Kids, nothing. Yeah. Holding the kids babies in their arms or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there are laws, and later on in the show, I'm actually going to pull out those laws, because they won't tell you it's like fine print. So, of course, being Miss Cookie and finding out what it is, I love to read. So I read those fine prints, and, I do my due diligence. I make sure that we find out that we have what our rights are and what aren't. So, yeah, we're going to get with that later on. And it's very interesting because, of course, there is restrictions in certain things.
I can't wait to hear. I'm very curious. Like, I don't know about these restrictions, and I guarantee everybody's curious about these restrictions.
But why don't we know about these restrictions?
It's like it's like a gray area. It's like, okay, it's legal, but they really didn't tell you, like, what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's my point. Where's the memo? Where's the information?
I feel you're gonna tell us later.
Oh, yes, I will.
You can smoke anywhere cigarette smokers are permitted to smoke.
I can actually say yes. That's in the memo. It's in there, and it says you can. And then, again, even with that, there's the but, et cetera. And there's a few, but I'm going to give everyone just the important ones. And it's really interesting. And like I said, when you really want to know something, you're going to find out from the source. So this is coming from the NYPD itself, commanding officers, and the post. So stay tuned for that one. It's very interesting.
Like I said, mouth.
Straight from the listen, talk about it. I was gonna say it in another way, but yeah. Even with the products, there's products, and there's a couple here. I had came across this palette, makeup palette. It's not your color, but it's definitely awesome. You see what it is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so the company is Revolution, and Makeup Revolution from London, and this is chilled with cannabis sativa. You can see. Okay, and these are eyeshadows, and I use them. I love them, but everywhere I seem to go now, no matter where I'm at shopping, from the smallest places, like I'm not going to say your next door bodega or whatever. I'm talking about your local CVS. This was purchased at CVS. Yeah.
It's got weed leaves on them.
Yeah, they got little, leaves printed on them. And, you can take the plastic off. I don't know. It's been used, obviously.
Can you guys see that? They got little weed leaves on them.
It's a great palette. I love it. You see the names on them? He's so stupid. He's like, I'm so cute. Silly man. So it is named after different, most of them. So you see hybrid.
Oh yeah.
You got blunt.
Dope. Acapulco, sativa, Candyland, leaf, relax, exhale, haze.
But it's all chilled, and it's interesting. It's chilled.
No sour. No sour.
I'm saying, how many grades are there? Jeez. Super shout out to Cookies and Burner out in California. I am super stoked to find out what they are going to do here in New York, but they are going to Puerto Rico. So they have this deal going on with Osuna, and that's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see that. And Wiz Khalifa, super shout out to you. Happy 420, Snoop Dogg.
Sure, he's
Happy
high as
420. Easy Mo B.
Oh, salute.
Salute to you. And Big D Williams, Ultramagnetic MCs, gotta shout you out. So tonight we're talking about the new law, the New York State law, legalizing marijuana. I never thought I'd be alive to see this day. Never, ever. How long you been smoking? Oh, wow. Now we find out the
I started
truth.
smoking when I was 12 years old.
Really?
Real shit. My brother
West Hampstead?
My brother smoked weed. And I used to find roaches in the garage.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it was, huh?
So, I guess, I don't know if the shoe fits.
Interesting.
I
was always around it. My sisters used to smoke, and then when they left, in my household, you couldn't have nothing. So I never did no drug, not even a drink, till I moved to Long Island. I think shout
out Long Island.
Yeah, till I moved to Long Island. That's absolutely real talk. Absolutely. And when I met you, I was only here in Long Island not even 2 years.
Short.
So it's because of this man here that I brought literally East New York and the hood and Southside Jamaica, Queens to Bridgeview.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like, you got to believe me. She's got it. She's got the...
Some good old days.
It was great days, but that's when I started, and it was started here in Long Island. So there you go. I loved just the whole vibe. Felt like I was in the country because where I come from, you see how it is.
We really weren't that deep in Long Island that it was country.
You always said that, but to me it was from where I came from. I came from in the building, 24, families. To hearing, craziness outside, music pumping, parties, and hearing crickets. I couldn't sleep for years. I'm telling you. And then smoking weed relaxed me. I used to sleep like a baby. Now I can't go to the city because I'll get let's go.
It's pretty relaxing. And like you said before, I really feel like it's better than a lot of medications that they prescribe.
How does it feel to you? Like, I know and you're a stunter. For those who do not know, you stunt on those bikes, on those quads. He's blocks. He does. He says worm. But you've had your moments. You've fallen. You've gotten really badly hurt. How do you think this is helping you?
This?
And you've tried the other stuff, the medication that they've given you. Like, have you tried the medication?
I never really got into pills. I never, if they ever prescribed me pills, I legit wouldn't take them. I'd weather the pain. You know what I'm saying? I used to give them away.
No, don't say that.
Dead ass.
You gotta toss them.
Dead ass. I had a boss back in the day who used to just slip me pills and be like, yo, here, take these. And I used to collect them and it just fucking be like, yo, here.
So you never took any kind of prescribed medication?
No,
How about
really.
an aspirin or something minimal?
Yeah,
that?
I'll take ibuprofen and shit like that, but I never took anything really crazy. But weed with pain, it always made me kind of focus more in pain. So I wouldn't really want to get too baked. Like, let's say, I was really fucking hurt. I'd be like, oh shit, now my knee is really hurting now.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Yeah.
I kind of stayed away with that. It's my relaxer. You know what I'm saying? This is why, people smoke cigarettes. I smoke weed.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Listen, and that to me, I always said that.
I don't feel like I get stupid, do I?
No, I mean, everyone reacts differently. I really, truly believe that. I feel everyone has a different, reaction, you could say. I mean, some people actually, I've heard them say, I'm allergic to marijuana. I almost what? How?
Just smacked them.
But they get to, it depends to me what you smoke, how you smoke, and also your moods and your immune system. It really does. But I've never heard anyone say that they overdosed on it. I've never.
Well, check this out.
And I don't agree that you should get really do it too much and go drive or or go for a walk.
I'd prefer to smoke and drive though.
Some of us do, but I just feel like not everyone should, because
no,
it's
not
like,
everyone should.
No, absolutely.
Some people get
not.
dumbed out, and it's different. And this is where I wonder where these laws are really going to set in, because
it's just the beginning.
How is when you're driving?
That's what I'm saying. It's just the beginning, and what they're going to do now is that they're going to see what happens with accidents and when people end up in the hospital and if they're under the influence. So now that it's legal, it also means that in a blood work they can test for it. So that's some of the things that we got to look forward to. So remember that. Shout out to everyone, whoever's in the check-in. We're about to check it out. I got into the whole conversation because medically it is very important to find out what's going to happen with us. They've been trying it first with medical marijuana, CBDs, all kinds of things. So I'm super excited to see what else is going to happen with that. So with that being said, Bobby, are we allowed to take a little break and come back with some guests? Oh, well, maybe I have someone waiting. Tia, you ready, honey? I have Tia Santiago. Where's my baby?
How come I can't get this link?
Tia, you hear me? There you are. Hi, beautiful.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. I did not know New York was legal.
What?
Yeah, it's very new. It's
very new. Very new.
Wait till I left, huh? That's some bull.
Only more reason for you to come back, sis. It's been too long anyway.
Hell, double hell to the no.
You ain't leaving, huh?
You couldn't pay me Oprah Winfrey's money to live in New York again. I'm good.
Oh no, but you can come slide by. Wow,
I'm a visit. Yeah, I'm a visit, but I can't the entitlement spirit there. And it's, I know I'm Jewish, but the Jews done took over there and they done
Speak on it. That's what we're here for, real talk. And first of all, tell everybody where you're calling from.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so I'm hailing from Baltimore originally. But I am in Houston, Texas now, but I moved here from New York. I was actually quarantined in New York the whole 90 days. I flew in from Hawaii on March 15th. March 16th, they shut the city down, and I couldn't leave New York for 90 days. 90 days.
It was 90. We spoke, remember? We were on video.
The whole time. I got here in June because you was like, you finally made it out. Because everybody could see how different I looked once I made it out. I was miserable.
Yeah. Welcome to New York.
Yeah. She knows.
I've been driving to New York since I was 12 from Baltimore, literally on the turnpike at 12 years old.
Look at that. Tell them what you do.
When you were smoking at 12, I was smoking at 8, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
If y'all can see, that's why I'm probably a very interesting guest. I'm the Thug's pastor.
Yay! Yes.
I know they like, wait, for real? No, in real life. I'm really an apostle. I'm the sent one. But I was installed as pastor of Crazy Wild Freedom Global Ministries. You heard it. Crazy Wild Freedom Global Ministries.
That's right.
Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty. So I'm a spirit being walking this earth, but I'm free because the Spirit of the Lord is with me. So I'm free. And it is so funny that you invited me on today because I was doing a fast earlier. So I was listening to audio scriptures while I was driving because I try to keep the word in me while I'm fasting. So I couldn't even read it because I was driving. Houston traffic is crazy. So I'm sitting there listening to this one particular scripture. I was like, wow, he broke it down. And it really, the first thing I thought about was this subject. And then here I get in the house and you text me right after. Because he was talking about in Romans, I think it was like Romans 9. It was like, don't try to condemn somebody for if you think it's wrong, then it's wrong for you. Then
Speak
you're
on
in
that.
sin. If you think it's wrong, it's the same thing as eating meat. If it offends my brother, eating meat, they talk about it in Romans. Eating meat could offend my brother. So I don't eat meat in front of my brother if it offends them.
That's right.
It's the same thing with smoking weed. Some people not going to understand, but let me explain something to you. People need marijuana, period. And it needs to be legalized everywhere.
You hear this, my people? Listen to Tia speak on it.
Yeah, because I'm a pastor that's an advocate. I wish it was a remnant of us that will really come on out and speak up about this, because there's people suffering from anxiety. And if you look at the medication, I have no medicine in my house. If you look at the side effects for some of the medication, you can't possibly tell me that's spiritual on top of marijuana. You can't tell me. You can't tell me.
No.
When it's going to make them blind,
that's like Cat Williams.
Crazy.
He has his skit about that. You know, exactly. He's like, you talking about you giving me something for this, and I'm terrible at, mimicking jokes. But you remember when Cat Williams said it, he says, but all the side effects is you're going to commit suicide.
Yeah, dumb. That's what I'm saying.
He's like, what the fuck, I'm coming to you to avoid that. Now you're giving me more of a reason. He's like, that was hilarious,
He said everything. There's Christians that don't think you can drink wine. They too deep. I don't get into all that stuff. I'm the thugs pastor, and I'm telling you, I'm an advocate for weed. I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate. Because I'm in Texas, where I got to fight to get them to legalize it here.
This is what I'm saying, and I love the love. What you said was all of us, just stop the judging.
That's
unite,
right.
Be together, grow. You always there for me. Even when I'm like, we always have those messages that bond.
Yeah,
and what you speak,
always.
You lift me. And I know that you can do that for others. I've seen you do it. So to me, I'm grateful that you're here. I thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mama.
I want you to always, come to me with that and be there for me.
You know I ain't leaving you.
Like you said, with your crazy. Because that's what they always say, oh, you crazy. No, it's me. It's a different.
I looked it up, though. We don't look stuff up, though. We really take people's word for stuff, and we don't look stuff up. So that's why I got my shirts getting made. I'm the queen. I said, don't nobody take this title. Don't try to steal it. Because you didn't stop and look it up. I'm the queen clout chaser. The queen. And nobody, and I better not get nobody try to take it.
Owns everything. I love
I'm the hashtag queen, the thugs pastor, freedom developer, time zone Tia, aka. Listen, nobody ever looked it up. We let some queen. I love the alphabet community, so don't nobody write me no letters and email me DM. I love the alphabet community, but we let some queen come tell us you clout chasing, and saying that word, and we were starting to get defensive because all the celebrities we know, and my brother got Grammys, like.
That's right.
So it's like, somebody might think somebody clout chasing. I used to be like, I'm not clout chasing. My father made half of the celebrities' clothes when I was growing up. I mean, I done had Elijah Cummings at the dinner table. We ain't starstruck.
No,
so I was like,
absolutely
ain't no
that. It's always that energy, It's just how we.
But check this out, though.
Those people in the room, right?
All the time. But how?
Well, this is Real Talk, and we are live. Anyone who wants to chime in, call us at 516-945-9099.
Call in.
DJ Red, Tia Santiago. Who else
He's so cool.
There? Anybody in there?
He's so cool. I love him.
Yeah. Did you even speak to Moby? Have you spoken to Easy Moby? Because that's how me and Tia met in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We were in Brooklyn. Remember when we met? We were outside. We had to live inside. We were at
those recognitions.
It was Kinfolk, I think it was. It was back and forth. Shout out MC. It was the recognition parties. I always hosted for them out there. And me and Tia, we went around the corner. We were like, and that's when we clicked. She's like, yo, Mo's like, yo, you gotta go. You gotta meet Tia. That's it. Her energy is what you need. Yeah, and ever since. And that's, it was an L that started our friendship.
Starts a lot of friendship.
That's it, girl.
It really does.
What memory do you have? Because I see you brought your helmet.
This was for my homie that passed away.
AJ.
Fellow Rough Rider. So I'm gonna bring it to this DMX ride and salute to all the fallen soldiers.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
You heard about
the Black
DMX,
Rob's
and Black Rob.
Yeah, lost a lot of legends. A lot of legends.
To Black Rob. Whoa is forever a classic. Will go
Yes.
down in history.
Yep, and Mo B actually was in that video with Whoa, and he's a part of that video.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people is like, I mean, it's like I say, it's bitter, but I can't even say sweet, but never. We just can't always be down about it. We got to celebrate their lives.
Right.
We got to remember them, you know? Right. And it's just unfortunate that it always is when something like this happens that unites everyone so much, you know? So I feel like there's got to be more peace, more love.
Well, at least we got one victory. So we got the verdict today at 5 p.m.
That was major.
Talk about it.
I mean, listen.
Because I feel like I was sleeping all day today in a zone.
I mean, I pretty much knew it was going to happen.
But we couldn't guarantee that. It's a lot of them we thought we knew.
It really is. But I mean, listen, this was a real testing point right here of just right and wrong. And these people saw
we would have burned this country down if it was not. They couldn't have did that.
And that's a straight fact. Listen, I thought it was still going to get crazy even with the verdict.
Yeah. They had,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching it unfold, and
you guys gotta tell me, because I'm honest, real talk. I have not been following, but I did see a little something, like, you know, in passing.
Well, Derek
what was going on? What was you guys tell me?
The one that did the public lynching on the sidewalk to George Floyd.
Oh no, I knew about that part, but what was
found? He was found guilty
on all charges.
Everything.
Really?
All charges.
Everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, any human will.
His family couldn't even stand on their feet. They broke down to the ground. They couldn't even stand.
Yeah.
They just literally fell to the ground.
It's hard. It's just, I've been in situations, you know that, to see what's going on in the world. Again, it's very heartbreaking. And if you don't find it in your heart, and no matter what, just blind to everything, just feeling that pain, then you're not human. You know what I'm saying? Just don't talk to me. Stay away from me. Stay away from my energy. You just can't give into it. Because that's, to me, when you give too much to that, and like, you drain yourself. You've taught me that. We've gone through it with life struggles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God's will be done.
You're so strong. You're such a survivor, though, girl. You're a survivor.
I appreciate you. I love you.
You got strength from deep down.
And as are you and you, because that's why we are here. You know, we're here, we're connecting, and we're talking about it. Real talk.
That's real.
You know, that's real.
You know what? I'm thankful cameras weren't around when I was growing up, though.
I found one video. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad don't nobody."
She said she found one video. I've been accused of videos, and I'd be like, "What? No, we had."
Yeah, God loved me. He loved me that much that my video aired twice on BET Uncut, and the next week, BET Uncut was off the air. I said, "God did that for me, off the air." It had been on all them years.
Yeah.
And after my video aired twice, because all my tail was hanging out. God said, I don't want nobody to know her like that. She's gonna be free. She's gonna
I've had YouTube videos of me so drunk. I'm like, oh my God, ew, God, yes, that was. But with growth,
we didn't need no cameras. We was official.
Things are way different now.
Things are way different now.
Way different now.
But different eras, different times. Like, but I feel like there's so much change. Like, look at the games that we used to play. I found the little miniature ones. I don't know. You guys could even see it.
No, tell us what. Name some. This is so dope.
Listen, we got to shout out everybody. It's hashtag 420. Super shout out to Bruno Coppola. We could talk for hours over here about
chime in with us if you want.
Chime in.
We're talking 420 today.
This is 420 all day, and what? We still got hours to go? No, not that much. I didn't even realize it's already 10:30. So get your 420 on. Make sure you all go to Strong Island TV, subscribe, and if you're smoking, lighten up, or any kind of music that you want to talk about. What about music? We didn't even talk about music for
look, Cookie.
What she got there? Girl, I got my glasses on. Ooh, what kind is that? Sour Patch. What I got?
Don't say Sour Patch.
What's the munchies? You got the munchies? There's munchies everywhere. That's what we like.
Munchies everywhere.
Anybody in the check-in here liking their munchies?
What's your favorite munchie? I'm curious to know. What's your favorite munchies?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Weed? But if that's watermelon, sis, I'm allergic to watermelon. Anytime that I've been
fucking allergic to watermelon.
Yeah. I mean, anything. A wrap, a drink. Oh, you know, I got watermelon this because, you know, everything has a name.
What about a watermelon roll?
No.
I got gummy.
Come on,
even
stop
like, oh, yeah, even the fake. I can't. See? Even with my...
I got all
if it's fake, I can't. It's like fake weed. That K7 thing. Remember that?
All right.
Oh, the K2 was cute.
They gave me that, and I don't even want to mention his name, but yeah. Oh,
you could have died from that K2.
I could have. I felt like I was dying.
No. When I lived in Brooklyn, a whole strip right there on Myrtle, a whole block right there in Myrtle, they died.
Zombies.
They felt but they actually died. They had a bad batch. And the people were dying on top of each other.
Listen, I worked there. They were straight. I'd see people normal at 7 o'clock in the morning. They'd come walking back like
no. I felt so sick, and this was for my birthday a few years back. And I'm like, whoa, this ain't weed. And I know, because no matter what kind or whatever, everybody, you got this one's, really, really good. It's gonna screw you. I'm like, okay. But when this hit me, I was like, I felt sick. I wanted to like throw up. I was on the floor. And I'm like, I was with God again. When I finally was able to like get to the bathroom, which was like a year, it took like forever. Still, never again will I want that feeling. The next day, I almost lost it in that place, and I never went there again. And that was at my best friend's house. That they gave me that shit. No.
That's terrible.
No. That shit is no. I'm not nobody's guinea pig.
You with K2.
Yo, I was like, whatever the hell that was. What was it? What was the name of it? K what?
K2.
There you go. I used to call it K7. Look at that.
Down south, it's that Flocka now. You see that?
That's Flocka. No.
What's that? No, I never heard of that. What's that?
It's like that synthetic bath salts or whatever.
My neighbor died. My neighbor died. The two brothers.
Everybody has to be careful with that.
This is why you got to smoke weed, because...
Hey, Michelle Asta. Happy 420.
Yeah. Like, listen, because I don't want to chew anybody's face off after that. You know what I'm saying? Like... all these extra drugs, come on, man.
Yeah, but no, it's not even something that I would even want to go back
to. A gummy bear and go to sleep. A lot of people need this to go to sleep, Cookie.
I've tried the gummy bears. I actually had them from Utopia out in Hicksville, Long Island, and they were really, really good. It's like calming. I like edibles.
These the ones, they go to sleep.
Yeah,
edibles don't do anything for me.
I like them for like calming.
You probably have the wrong milligram. You probably don't even realize.
Listen, I'll eat the bag. Give me the bag.
He'll lick the bag.
But you probably need a 6 or 7.
That's what she had.
Yeah, listen, I'll eat the Sour Patch Kids just because they taste good. Nothing.
These are nothing.
You probably had a low
everything.
I used to DJ a lot of these weed parties up here, right? And they would have all these.
They be doing 400 and 500.
That's what I want to do next.
All these edible tables, and I go around and I'd be like, "Yo, I'm high as shit." So yeah, of course I want a cupcake. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, "Oh, don't eat that whole cupcake. You're gonna be. How you gonna drive?"
I just said it. Yup, that's what they told me all the time.
Let me get 2 of them cupcakes, please. Red velvets on top.
Oh, you like that red velvet stuff?
Nothing. 4 hours later, I'm still DJing. Like, so I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got into making my own edibles. I bought a machine.
There you go.
Shout out to Levo.
Who's Levo?
Levo is this machine that I bought that it actually it dries your cannabis,
Okay.
it activates it, and it infuses whatever. Like if you want to do with oil, butter.
So you got to put your own butter in there.
What?
So listen, you got to see my kitchen. I got my own Pyrex little section. You know what I'm saying? I got the freshest mixing cups.
I've seen the videos, his posts and everything.
Listen, I got the molds, all of that. So for a little while, I was doing it, and.
Do you do the drops also? Like I know some people sell, or
I make oil for people to either like cook with, like you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, like and the butter and stuff like that.
Right, for edibles and things like that. Okay.
Easy, you know what I'm saying? Easy stuff to just, and it's fun to make too. The machine's great, and if you enjoy edibles and like eating them, you should invest in your own.
I like that, and I was thinking about that, but then I said, you know what? I know that you had the machine, and I'm seeing that you do your thing, so I'd rather once again just try it out that way.
Well, listen, I'll tell you, my shit is potent. I only make it for me and friends and stuff like that, but. We up and they're like, yo, listen, I should have never ate that fucking cookie. And I'm like, wow, really?
Don't eat that cookie.
Don't eat
that cookie. You've been warned. Well, we gotta talk. We gotta brand something, because
Redibles.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put Redibles on the map.
Oh, really? That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
DJ Redibles. Come on, man. Let's
Don't tell nobody else.
Nah, he branding. Brand. That's trademark. I can't do that.
Yeah.
On Strong Island Network, you cannot.
But if he didn't trademark it yet, don't tell nobody else.
Facts.
Because trademark is like $1,300 starting.
Listen, I know there's a lot. Okay, so listen up.
Trademark attorney. Ooh.
This is one of the things I was telling you about. So as of March 31st, 2021, all right. This is a message from the General Administrator and NYPD command.
Hey.
You can possess 3 ounces or less of marijuana in a public place.
It's crazy.
You can how much?
It
3
says
ounces.
3 ounces. Okay, so you can possess up to 5 pounds of marijuana.
Hold that.
In your residence.
Hold that.
Party pack.
Okay.
Yo, listen.
Hashtag
what about
party
the plants?
pack.
I know they talk about plants.
Okay, so here we go. Possess higher amounts of marijuana if prescribed by a doctor. Give lawful amounts. Wait a minute. Give lawful amounts of marijuana to other people who are 21 or so over, so long as no compensation is exchanged. Here comes those little fine little prints. Smoke marijuana almost anywhere.
You can't pimp weed. That's what they're saying.
Cigarette smoking is allowed, including on sidewalks, on front stoops, and other public places.
So wherever cigarettes
as a result, smoking marijuana in any of these locations is not a basis for an approach, stop, summons, arrest, or search.
What?
Oh.
Just saying.
Wait, so it said wherever you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke that.
Pretty much.
That's where it's at everywhere else. I just want to make sure New York ain't trying to throw nothing in.
And there's something about plants too. See if it's in there. Because I know you could grow plants. And
individuals who are 21 or older may not give marijuana to anyone under 21. And then I can't read all those numbers, but I'll post it. Endangering the welfare of a minor for persons 16 or under.
So they legalizing recreation.
Yes.
That's crazy. New York. Fine.
Okay, here's some of my people that
I hope we put enough Democrats in office so they can do it here.
You want to hear something real crazy? Sorry to cut her off real quick. But I went to jail over some weed. 15 days in Rikers Island for weed. And now it's legal.
That's crazy.
Think about that.
And they need to go back and let them people out of jail. That's in jail.
They have been.
They are, and dropping all charges. That's
many. Yeah, there's so many. And then COVID hit and all that. So, yeah, it's been definitely a journey and such change. But
I saw the favorite movie. My favorite movie is still to this day How High.
How high?
Yeah, they on Versus. You know they on Versus now.
I was just gonna say, you know that.
Friday's a 420 hitter, of course.
420. Shout out to Meth Lab Studios. Definitely. Shout out to Meth. Shout out to Redman. That's, it's insane.
They doing their Versus right now.
As we speak.
Yeah.
That's why they over there. Everybody's over there, but that's all right. Happy 420. Shout out to them. Shout out to Versus.
They really.
But they gonna see the replay.
They really brought weed to the forefront, like those old
hip hop
artists, like your Cypress Hills, you know what I'm saying? Messengers of Funk, let's bring it back.
Messengers of Funk.
Oh man, you went there though. You went West Coast. That's what I'm saying.
Now you got the East Coast, some Smith and Wesson, some boot camp that, they really started smoking weed in the streets like it was.
I mean, you're gonna go hip hop. I mean, even when it started with, and this is what I could never understand why, it was always such a bad thing.
Maybe that's why he was portrayed that way, though. Now that I think about it, because every time it was in a hood situation, somebody smoking weed on TV or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you could also see them doing it in the music videos. You had the Biggies, and you had the the Pacs, and you had whoever was doing it was just killing it.
Out.
And it wasn't,
So it kind of portrayed like kind of this bad thing, and that's where I kind of feel there's that gray area. Like, you still looked at from maybe the older generation as a derelict because now you smoke weed.
But why did it take so long? And I'm going to find out. And I know a lot of people out there are probably extremely curious. Why did it take so long for New York? That's why I guess I'm a little taken
because
back.
It's a blue state. It's
blue. That's how you feel.
Listen, I really feel you look at all the other states that are making so much money off of weed, off of marijuana, all of that, and the deficit that New York is in, especially with this whole COVID situation. Yeah. They see dollar signs. Come on.
I just saw it as California first before New York. I never understood.
Well, listen, New York is always tight. New York has always been tighter with everything because we're looser with everything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, we are definitely the last ones always to get something because, I don't know, is New York looked at like the, forefront of
that's what I was going to say. Do you feel as, being in this for quite some time in your life and, we've been in that whole hustle that it's more because it will be beneficial financially. It will bring.
They absolutely did it. They absolutely had to do. The city of New York was going down. The state of New York was going down.
We'd be fools not to. Okay. We'd be fools not to. You got to look. Every other state is billions of dollars.
Well,
that's why I can't believe Texas.
We're supposed to be the Mecca, right? When everything goes down, really, it's us. It's us. We got to watch. We got hit with terrorism, et cetera, et cetera.
New York.
Don't quote me on this, but I actually heard today that it might be federally passed because it's still frowned upon by the federal government. You know what I mean? So the state is really what is allowing you to do it. So, like, let's say, I don't know how it works if you cross like state lines right now.
Well, not even. You can still be in a location, and just because you paying state, that the federal's not going to come for you. So
I can give you a perfect example.
You know what I'm saying? If state probably says, okay, it passes, but does the federal law?
I got a gray area.
But DC is legal and Baltimore is not. You know that, right?
What do you mean?
So Baltimore and DC is like 25 minutes away from each other.
Shout out to B-More. I caught a lot of blocks in B-More.
Yeah, so B-More is not legal, but DC is. It's legal for rec. So technically, you cannot cross out of DC and be in Maryland with the marijuana and it be legal. It's really still illegal, but they don't do all that stuff like locking you up and stuff. They really don't do hardly nothing now because you're so close to it. So if you ride over to Jersey or Pennsylvania, you might not get. It just depends on how the copy is probably. So you're
right. Depends on the mood. That's what we always say. But so that's interesting to know.
Shout out to state troopers that pulled me over, and found all my weed and stuff and gave it back.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Look at that.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. But you know what? It's kind of been like that for a while. There's a lot of bigger fish to fry out here than weed, and it's been like that for a while now.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
why it's come to this point. You know what I mean?
And that's funny you said that, because I saw on a blog, and I listen and I want to hear everybody's views, you know, and that's real talk. With 420 today, I felt like it was very important for us to, you know, just be like this. Because when I'm lounging out, that's what I like to do. Sit back, politic, talk, agree to disagree, but just be able to talk about something that I feel helps us. It's pretty cool. So shout out to everyone. Happy 420.
Yeah.
Super shout out to Bobby Lacera, LA the boss, doing his thing for us behind the scene. StrongIsland.com. Make sure you guys go check him out.
Happy 420.
Look at her. I love her. Your energy, for real. I always love being with her. Just around. Look at her. Your pom pom.
Listen, it's a celebration.
It is. I appreciate you coming through, of course.
Cool.
You know, I mean, I like
Thanks
to be
for
informative with what's going on. But like I was saying before, you see, we got the munchies and we got the candy.
What's your favorite munchie, Cook?
You know what? Lately, I've been trying to be really good because of my health. You know how I got to take care of myself. But I always like to snack on white cheddar popcorn. I do.
White
Shout out
cheddar
to
popcorn.
the dentist that deals with me all the time. Huh?
I love Smart Pop.
It's like white cheddar. No, but I love that, and I love my Oh my God, have you tried these?
No, I don't like chocolate.
You don't like chocolate.
I like sweets. I got a sweet tooth.
That is sweet.
That's not sweet.
Reese's Pieces.
What the hell is sweet about that?
Reese's are good. That's yours. That's yours, DJ Red. Reese's Pieces.
Reese's
I need
Pieces.
Sour. That's it.
He needs the candy stuff. Yeah. Like
you like candy and stuff.
Charlie Raisins. No.
I don't like sour stuff. I got these because I hate sour though.
I was in the mood for some edibles. And you know, I gotta shout out my girl from Flower Power, New York City. My girl Dorothy, she's super dope. You know, she was the first one that was actually selling in that like a dispensary. We used to go there, and she had this beautiful ambiance. But she's traveling now. She's all over the place. But you're gonna see. I'm gonna get her on one day. So shout out to her. Shout out to everybody. Michelle Asta, thank you so much. Bruno El Capola, I hope I said your name. 420. Yeah, the table looks good tonight too.
It looks so good.
It really does.
What's the other games?
It truly smells nice.
And I was just gonna say, how you feel about the smell? Because we had everything really, really like. Bobby plays with all this incense, and he always likes, what is it?
That's patchouli tonight.
No, his favorite is frankincense. Bobby, where are you? Get on the mic, man. Get on the camera. Get somewhere. I wanted to see you tonight.
Frankincense. That's what he says. I smell frankincense down the block. By the way, studio is beautiful. Come check it out.
It looks great.
Let them
know. It's not a weed spot, no matter what you think, because you smell incense from 3 blocks away, and it reminds you of Pickett and Crescent. Let's go. Pickett and Miller.
God.
Bushwick and Broadway.
My born hood. Shout out Logan and Pink, and that's where I grew up.
That's so funny.
So definitely shout out to all my Rastas over there that raised me. My mama, I love you. Man. You know, shout out to the biological. Shout out to the people in East New York who are still connected with me from my childhood friends.
I'd like to talk to some people
Gunga,
from East New York that used to go to weed spots. Tell you the truth.
Well, we could talk.
Because I don't know if everybody's experienced going to a weed store, like an old Brooklyn weed spot.
We call them candy shops, like the candy shops you would go to, and that's where they.
All right, so I went to the record store. How about that?
That too.
Okay, the record store was popping.
But you're talking about Pink. That's not. It was the candy shop, and it was the China spot.
So my little hustle was being from Long Island, my little hustle, my weed hustle back then. I used to go out to Brooklyn during I used to go into school, get everybody's money, shoot out to Brooklyn, get nickel bags that you couldn't even close them. They were big like this.
He was on the flip.
Pillows. That's what we
you
call
couldn't
them.
even close them. I come back and sell them for $10. I'd eat all day. I had a little bullshit job at CVS. I was coming across. I somehow came across boxes of White Owls and Phillies at the time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It
was a nice little hustle I had going on. You know, so 4 times a day I'm going out to Brooklyn, and back then it was different for white people. I'm not gonna lie.
What years? Like around what era? What years?
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Oh,
did I not meet you then?
He's right. He's right.
When shit was still kind of crazy. Listen, I get pulled over for being white. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how out of place it was. Now, yo, salute to like Brooklyn now, because I was there last summer, and yo, there is
trees, bushes,
the whitest people
sidewalks,
the whitest people ever.
Listen, no, even near Marcy, I just moved
riding
like a little movie.
Listen,
scene.
it's a go. They're really blowing up. They've evolved a lot from real hood weed spots to like it's like, listen, you can't get a Corona in some spots in Brooklyn. They were like, nah, we got White Claws and what's the other ones? and what's the other ones? And Trulies. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
I like Trulies. I don't like Trulies. But yeah, but that's true. So absolutely.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
You know, shout out to my mother that wanted to leave East New York, who still lives there. She landed from Puerto Rico. Lord, she was, let's say, 45 years ago, and she never left that building. Shout out to Logan and Pinkin. She never left, and she saw it go through it all.
That is a good block.
I'm just saying. There. So shout out to. Yeah, man. I can't believe it either. I said, wow, you got bushes. Look, you got trees. They laugh at me. I'm like taking videos. I look like a tourist on the block I grew up in. I was born there. I was born in Brooklyn.
Wow. Different.
It's very different.
It is.
But, yeah, with 420, you kidding me? 420 was every day me growing up, and a white boy in my neighborhood. It's like, look.
You know, I just
look. Hey, that's Bruce Jenner. What? That's Bruce Jenner. He's an Olympian, because he would be running and going in circles, or it was the po-pos. So 420, they would smack you up for that, and then
shout out to 420.
Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Long Island.
I've actually been locked up at weed spots before. Back then too. This is how I ended up in Rikers Island. Okay.
Okay, because that's how we're gonna close this out. Okay.
Fucking around with a weed spot, and here's the crazy part. So back in the 90s, let me tell you, I don't want to age myself. You know, early 90s. Okay.
Okay. Fair.
They had a bus that used to sit at the end of these weed spot blocks. The NYPD. Okay. If you got arrested first thing in the morning and you were the first one on the bus, you had to wait for the entire bus to fill up before you went to somewhere.
Yeah.
So you would sit in the bus all day, almost all night. It was crazy. Then they didn't have court on weekends like they do now. You're sitting until Monday morning.
Yeah.
This all was over some nickel bags of weed. And then I didn't go back to court because it was some nickel bags of weed. You ain't going to tell me what the fuck. Sure enough, got a warrant. They expedite me to Rikers Island. Like, what? Here you go. Judge says takes 15 days. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You know how many cases like that has happened?
Now it's legal. Shout out 420.
Yeah. Shout out 420 for real. Shout out to everybody that's looking forward to, you know, moving forward with this and getting out of jail. And
I hope they let everybody out. They're taking
Tia, I love you so much.
Salute.
It's about that time.
Got some minutes.
I see y'all later. Thanks for having me. Be blessed. Y'all close your show out.
I want to, before you leave, let everybody know where they can follow you and what you're doing, Mama.
Oh, thank you. Oh, awesome. So Instagram, I need to, I guess, type it in the chat Instagram. The easiest way to find me.
Got you.
Is CWFBOSS.com.
Okay.
Crazy Wild Freedom Boss. CWFBOSS.com. If you go there, my link for Instagram is there. I got a free credit repair ebook in there.
Awesome.
All kind of stuff. I have a $1 pivot ebook. I teach all kind of classes on credit, free classes, all kind of stuff. And I have a fax call, my personal development call, every morning, 5 a.m. Yeah, it's on YouTube. So the link for YouTube is in that link also. So 5 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Eastern, get your day started. It's called the fax call. It's the frequency activation confession success call. So we do our affirmations and we pray and we get our day going with energy.
Thank you. I love that.
You guys. Be blessed. Thanks for having
me. Thank you for joining us. 420 Baltimore.
Had a great time with
Texas.
Salute, be more.
I loved her energy. She's always awesome. Always. And that call, I've done it with her. And let me tell you, it's helped me tremendously. Because you know me, I'm all over the place. I get anxiety. It's a wrap. Leave me alone. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. Shut down. And that's respectable, right?
How's weed doing for you?
Weed's doing good. As long as it's controlled and moderation, because it's dangerous. I'm getting my health back in order. I don't want to be doing too much of this. So I just do a little bit. But yeah, moderation. I want to, again, thank everybody out there. Gerard, thank you so much. Michelle, you're beautiful. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you, Bobby Lacera, Strong Island Radio, Strong Island Entertainment, Paradise Studios. Let everybody know where they can find you, Mr. Blocks.
You can find me at I Got Blocks 516 on Instagram. That's IGOTBLOX 516 on Instagram. Or you can check me out, Jason Pica, JASONPICA. That's on Facebook.
He said that real quick. You can find it on my page.
Live, salute to one of my radio stations that I deal with, House Music Radio. Salute to you guys. You can catch me 7 to 9 p.m. every Saturday, 12 to 2 a.m. on the UK side. That's where we're broadcast out of. It's worldwide. That's www.housemusicradio.co.uk. Check me out. Salute. We smoke weed. We play pop music.
He does, and it's
happy
awesome.
420.
Happy 420. Thank you, everybody, again. It's Miss Cookie the Queen. You can find me everywhere at Miss Cookie the Queen, MZ Cookie the Queen, okay, on IG, Facebook, and I thank you so much. Peace, love, and light. Good night, and go 420.
Block, sure.